Shawn Michaels giving it everything he has here to defeat Cena inside the cage. Cena looking like he was going to do it, but alas, Shawn Michaels escapes the door, and DX are going to celebrate tonight. The band is back together yet again, once more before they're scheduled to meet at WrestleMania. But for now, they celebrate HBK's victory. They're tuning up the band. They are getting ready. Are you ready? And oh, what the hell? Triple H just pedigreed Shawn Michaels. And it's clear to us what he wants. Look at him trampling on the vest. And I honestly thought that HBK and Triple H were closer than this. But apparently the commissioner was right. That title does get in the way of relationships. Triple H wants to become World Heavyweight Champion. On the road to WrestleMania, anything can happen, and we found that out firsthand last week. Hello everyone, once again, this is No Limits Wrestling Metal, and we are live here for you tonight. And what a matchup we've got still to come tonight, following what was an epic pay-per-view in Retribution. Metal this evening is going to be incredible, and we are just about ready to get underway. But later tonight, our main event, it is for the NLW Hardcore title. It is Raven versus Randy Orton. That is our main event. That is coming up later tonight. Raven versus Orton for the NLW Hardcore title. A brutal contest scheduled for tonight, but coming up next, Hardcore Holly ready in the ring for a one-on-one matchup here on Metal, and his opponent is not going to be in the greatest of moods. He is still awaiting an acceptance of his challenge, and you hear the reaction he gets. Not the same as Retribution, not the same as last episode, because after he demanded that The Undertaker either retire or face him at WrestleMania. That is what he stated, episode 16. And ever since that statement, the perception of Sting has changed dramatically. The fans no longer look at Sting in the same way. In fact, they look upon him as an evil, dark character, more sinister than he was before. And it seems as though Sting has alienated most of this audience. But I don't think he really cares, because the only thing that's on his mind is defeating The Undertaker and defeating him at WrestleMania. The Undertaker has not yet given a response. Sting is still awaiting a response from The Undertaker. Maybe he'll get it tonight, maybe he'll get it next week, maybe he won't get it at all. But you see, Sting has something else to deal with in Hardcore Holly right now. Hardcore Holly not want to go down easy, but instead knee drop to the face of Hardcore Holly, and there you go, Sting keeping him grounded. And this is Sting's one-on-one NLW debut here tonight, here on Metal. Just last episode, it was revealed that Sting challenged The Undertaker, and you see the power of Sting to lift Hardcore Holly up over his shoulders with ease. Sting feels he wants to be the new face of NLW, and you can't really blame him. I mean, everybody he claims has been taking his spot for too long, and when he finally returned at Retribution, he had one thing on his mind, and that was to destroy the legend of The Undertaker. And if he performs like this, then he may have a chance of defeating The Undertaker, but you never know if The Undertaker's even going to accept or not. I mean, it seemed kind of vague whether or not he would accept, because we haven't seen Undertaker since Retribution, as Sting with a high flying. My goodness, you don't want to see 270 fat pounds flying over the top rope at you like that, and Hardcore Holly experienced it firsthand. Holly in deep trouble right now as Sting pulling out all the stops here to try and defeat Hardcore Holly here tonight on Metal. We take a look at the replay. The height he got, and uncharacteristic of Sting to take the leap of faith. And now where is he going now? He's going to the top rope, and Hardcore Holly may not want to look up at this. This ain't going to be pretty. The splash from the top rope, the Sting hitting everything in his offense onto Hardcore Holly, and he's telling him to get up, and maybe he don't want to turn around. Drives at him, and now it looks as if he wants to end it. This is his finisher, and Sting delivers the Scorpion Death Drop. Sting, he could go for a cover right now, but instead reluctant to do so, and instead possibly going to inflict more damage onto Hardcore. And there you see now the Scorpion Deathlock, sharpshooter applied, and Hardcore Holly is so close to tapping out. And I think for Hardcore Holly's sake, he may just want to end it, but Sting instead releases the hold, and what do you think he's doing now? What more can he do? Oh, and look at that. Well, we know who that was directed towards. Marking The Undertaker, and this is just insult to injury. The Tombstone Pile Driver.
1, 2,
and this has been
3.
a clear message. Sting using the Tombstone Pile Driver to win, and you've got to wonder, and it's a definite message to The Undertaker, no doubt about it. Undertaker is still yet to respond, but Sting has made an example out of Hardcore Holly. Sting was in control for the entire matchup, hitting everything he had, his Scorpion Death Drop and his Scorpion Death Lock, and you see the arrogance and the cockiness, the audacity to use The Undertaker's finishing maneuver and put away Hardcore Holly. Sting, he's awful confident when The Undertaker isn't in the building, but eventually they must come face to face, and when that day happens, and you see now, mimicking his pose on the entrance stage, mocking The Undertaker, and Sting has sent yet another message to the dead man. Only 3 episodes left of NLW to go until the granddaddy of them all, WrestleMania. And speaking of WrestleMania, this past week, this man was denied the opportunity to enter No Limits Wrestling's WrestleMania as World Heavyweight Champion. That man is John Cena, and this past week, he lost his rematch, his World Championship rematch, to Shawn Michaels inside a steel cage. And to make matters worse, following that matchup, a returning Kurt Angle would hit the Olympic Slam onto John Cena. So you gotta wonder what's going through his mind after being attacked by Angle this past week. What is his response to that assault?
I am fired up tonight! I mean, hell, my damn haircut's too cheap. Gas is way too expensive. And last week, I get attacked by a red, white, and blue Tasmanian devil. Frothing at the mouth. Hell, I saw nothing but arms and teeth. And that's the bad news. And the great news, after last week, the champ is still here!
Well, at least he'd like to think that, but obviously he is not world champion. Just his ego.
But the plot thickens. Kurt Angle is now contender. Why are you drinking all the haterade? Whoa, wait. Did you say you won a gold medal? Man, I didn't know that. I guess gold medal, Wrestling Hall of Fame. I don't think I got much of a chance in this one, man. No, I'm serious. I'm starting to think I'm in a little bit over my head. I mean, with all those things, you're probably the baddest man alive, but I'm still calling your ass out.
Oh, man. Tough words.
I'm sorry, I forgot. Last week, I totally forgot, man. No, stop. I know that you like to hit guys from behind.
Oh, for the love of God.
Hey, shame on you. Shame. Nobody's judging you, Kurt. Nobody's judging. But I'll tell you what. Well, Kurt, I've never backed down from a fight in my life, and I'll be damned if I start tonight. You want some? Come get some!
Fighting words, tough words from Cena. He wants Angle. Well, it looks as if he's going to get him. You want some? Come get some. Kurt Angle's answered the challenge for a second time, but Cena hightailing it out of there. He don't want anything to do with Kurt Angle. Not again. Kurt Angle answering the challenge of Cena, apparently. Look at him. He don't want anything. He lied. He wants none of Kurt Angle, and that's why he's just scurried under the ring. Wait a minute. Well, apparently he's not here. Apparently Kurt Angle is not here. But mind games being played. John Cena fell for it. And when he was asked, he was put up to the challenge, he cowered away. That shows weakness. And he does not want to show any more weakness to Kurt Angle than he already has. That is for certain. Cena, fighting words, but coming up next, for the NLW Hardcore Championship, Raven defends the championship against the Viper, Randy Orton. Hardcore Championship Falls Count Anywhere, coming up next between Raven and Orton.
I am the best in the world. I've been the best ever since day one when I walked into this company.
I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. My addiction is wrestling.
For years, I have proved to everybody in the world that I am the best on this microphone, in that ring. Nobody can touch me. I am the best in the world.
My name is CM Punk.
A lot of questions will be answered, episode 17, one of which is who will prevail in this rivalry. Chris Benoit and Chris Jericho finally get their hands on each other, and it will be a #1 contenders match for the NLW Intercontinental Championship. The winner becomes #1 contender for the IC title, and Triple H will finally explain his actions after betraying his best friend Shawn Michaels last week. What has he got to say about this situation on episode 17? Will Triple H give some sort of explanation about his actions? We'll find out. But coming up next, the main event of Metal. It is for the NLW Hardcore Championship. It is Falls Count Anywhere. And introducing the challenger, the Viper, Randy Orton. This past week, Batista was in the exact same position Orton is, challenging for the NLW Hardcore title against Raven. Batista was so close to defeating Raven for the Hardcore title, where a man dressed as a camera guy attacked Batista from behind and went through the table, and that is why Batista lost. And that man who was dressed as a camera guy, it was Randy Orton. Randy Orton posing as staff, didn't see him come in, didn't know where he came from, but he caught Batista off guard. Didn't even realise he would be there, and it's a surprise to see him competing here tonight, especially for the Hardcore Championship. And about to make his way to the ring, the current NLW Hardcore Champion, Raven. Raven has been on a roll. He defeated Batista, albeit with help from Randy Orton. However, tonight he can prove that he isn't a transitional champion. He can prove that he deserves to be NLW Hardcore Champion. Held that title since Retribution, the last pay-per-view, where he defeated Hardcore Holly. Went on to defeat Batista, as I've said, with help from Randy Orton. However, tonight, NLW Metal's first ever championship match. So it's pretty significant, historic, if you will, as he holds the belt above his head. Are we going to see a new champion crowned here tonight on Metal? Raven stares into the eyes of Orton, the Viper-like eyes, as they lock up, and this Hardcore title matchup begins. Randy Orton going to start off with some vicious shots in the corner to Raven. And remember, Hardcore title rules: no disqualification, no count out, false count anywhere. Winner is the World Hardcore Champion. As Raven clotheslines Orton over, and don't count out Raven, he's a pretty vicious competitor, and that's why he is the Hardcore Champion, as he brings out the trash can from under the ring. Again, no DQ, as he rolls that trash can into the ring. What do you think Randy Orton's got to do? Oh, look at this. Well, immediately going for the barbed wire bat, and that is dangerous. Raven pleading with him not to use it on him. Oh, and look at that, drop toe hold to the floor. Raven don't want to see the barbed wire bat into play, because that can rake your skin. As he gets the trash can now from inside of the ring and delivers it to the back. The aluminium steel coming colliding off of the back. No give whatsoever, and Randy Orton had it scouted and drop kicks it back into Raven's face. We've seen him defeat many names in the past, and oh, wait a minute. Oh, now he's got that barbed wire bat in hand. Raven blocking it just about, trying to rake the skin of him. That is how vicious he is, how aggressive he is. Thankfully doesn't use it just yet, but Randy Orton will look to deliver some more damage throughout this matchup, as he delivers stiff shots to the face of Raven. The last time Randy Orton competed, it was in the War Games match at Retribution, where his body was torn and he was made to submit. Batista completely decimated him, but Randy got his revenge against Batista last episode, and would hope to continue some momentum or pick up some speed here in this matchup tonight for the Hardcore title. As he's drop kicked out of the ring is Raven. Randy Orton going to follow him out and going to deliver some of that offense that he's famous for. And the net breaker onto the hard concrete outside, no give whatsoever. Goes for the first cover of the matchup, and again, false count anywhere, perfectly legal, and that is what this matchup is for. What do you think Orton's got in mind? But he's reversed, backs him into the stage, and he is thrown, just literally flung into the steel ring steps. And Raven knows he's in control right now, and he's going to try and capitalize on that as soon as possible. He drags him away, and it looks as if he's going to try and inflict more pain. He is ready. Randy Orton, don't see him behind him. Can he sense it? But he turns around with a clothesline. And now, as most hardcore title matches do, this one has spiraled out of control, and it has gone backstage. They can literally fight anywhere in the building. It's within the confines of the rules as Raven tries to escape Orton here. Orton chasing after him in the back. Oh, look at that. Nightstick across the face of him and driven into the throat. Nightstick shot to the face and then driven straight into the throat as Raven continues the assault. And this is not designed to be a place where you should wrestle. No doubt about it. This is just hard steel. No give whatsoever in the backstage area. And they're delving deeper into the arena here. And now he's got him by the throat, going to look to choke him out perhaps. Oh, look at Randy Orton raking the eyes, and that was a desperation counter, a desperation move. Oh, look at this. Got the cookie sheet in hand and delivers it off of the skull of Raven. And look at this, scoop slam onto the pallet, the wooden pallet backstage. Here is the cover and a kick out. The scoop power slam onto that wooden pallet, and you wouldn't be surprised if Raven got some cuts and bruises from the wood. Let's take a look at this again. Randy Orton, using the leverage from out of nowhere, delivers the scoop slam onto the wooden pallet. And now look at this, he's got him on that barrier and the vintage DDT from Orton. I'm going to continue to drag him away. And he may have given him concussion with all the maneuvers he delivered backstage there. And they seem to be travelling back into the arena now. That would be wise for both of men. Coming out of the stage and... oh, look at the eyes. Look at the eyes of Orton. What the hell do you think he is planning right now? He stares off of the stage and you don't think. And oh my, Randy Orton pushed off of the stage. But the table did not break. I don't know how wise that was. But Randy Orton is in deep, deep trouble. And what the hell is Raven thinking? Don't do it. Oh my god. Diving off of the stage and comes colliding through the table. Using Randy Orton's body to destroy that announce table, as Raven taking such a high risk maneuver to literally jump off of the stage and deliver the impact. We'll take a look at this again. Completely shattering the announce table here at ringside. Elected to not go for the cover. Instead, puts him back into the ring. And maybe gonna go for the Raven effect that has defeated so many people in the past. He's got him by the head. Is he gonna deliver the Raven effect? But Randy Orton manages to get out of it, and look at this. Oh no, this isn't good for Raven. He's grabbed that barbed wire bat and delivers it off of the stomach. Scraping that barbed wire bat across the stomach. And it doesn't look as if Raven is in any immediate safety zone. Off of the skull and off of the back. Raking that across the back and face. And oh no, look at this. Randy Orton choking him out with that barbed wire and scraping it across his face. And look at this, he's busted open. Randy Orton busted open. Oh, look at this. And the RKO onto the barbed wire bat. But Raven, the bloody mess of him, rolls out of the ring out of harm's way. Randy Orton, you wouldn't have thought that he would be competing in the War Games match just days earlier. But here now has completely bloodied and decimated Raven, and Raven wants no part of it. He's trying to escape the arena. He's gone through the crowd. They've left destruction. But where are they going now? I mean, Orton, as he lost Raven, he's appeared to be in the backstage again. Another part of the backstage area now. I see Randy Orton, no sign of Raven. As Raven left. Still a match going on, it's false count anywhere, so as soon as he finds Raven, he's in deep trouble. Where do you think he is? And wait a minute, what the hell was that? Oh, once again, Batista interferes. and Raven retains. Well, that time it was revenge for last week. Batista promised to get his comeback, to get his own back, and he has done so tonight with costing Randy Orton the Hardcore Championship. Nevertheless, Raven has retained the Hardcore title and should be proud, albeit from help from Batista. I mean, he's getting quite lucky as champion, but Randy Orton using that barbed wire bat to his advantage, and then following the RKO onto it, he went backstage to look for Raven, but instead all he got was a spear by Batista through the equipment. Well, Raven's gone. He's going on the first train plane out of here, and that just leaves Randy Orton in a broken heap to stare at the man who has tried to make his life a living hell for months and months and months. Those cold eyes of Batista look into Randy Orton's. Batista knows and has delivered a message here tonight. Randy Orton, I'm not done with you.